Morning, everyone. Hello. Welcome to Saturday at Magnolia's, which is also our second DIY day. Come on in, have a seat, get your favorite hot beverage today, and join Kate and myself for the next hour while we design up some beautiful flower arrangements today. Thanks for joining our DIY event. If you were with us for even part of the time or viewed Friday's DIY activities, I'm sure you'll agree there was some fun takeaways, some great tips for designing, and some really easy kits to make for your Christmas gifts or
Very
decorating
pretty
your own
kits.
home.
Yes, good morning, everyone.
Hi,
We are
everybody.
here with part 3. So join us, drop a comment, and say hello.
Welcome, welcome. I am so excited about today. There's so many activities going on in our little town. I know there's going to be shoppers everywhere downtown at Magnolia's. We will get the live underway at the store as soon as it opens at 10 a.m. We're there until 4:30. If you're out and about going to any of the Christmas markets going on today, or there's a parade of trees, or there's events across town, make sure you make a stop at Magnolia's and check out the amazing selection of sale items. You'll be able to shop today at the store. Of course, we're closed Sunday and Monday, but the online sale that began yesterday will continue online through Monday. If you missed it, our 15% off DIY sale now includes greenery, pine, and winter bases of all types, in addition to the flowers, the ribbons, the bows, the picks, the sprays, the ornaments, the Santa Clauses, churches, pillows, throws, all of the Christmas things. So we're very excited to offer you a full spread of Christmas on sale right now if you want to join us in store or online. Okay, we've got some great items today while everybody's jumping on this morning.
Hello. Kathy says aloha from our plane to Vegas.
Oh,
so
good. She has internet.
in flight. Good morning, Barbara in Wisconsin.
Good morning.
Sharon, Christine, Terry, can't wait to see what you designed today.
Hi,
Good
everybody.
morning, Tracy and Judy. We're excited for another installment. So this is part 3 of DIY weekend.
There's been a lot of activity.
And we're going to focus on some swags this morning in all different colors. So we have red, we have gold, we have silver crystal, we have sweet season.
And we have lime green and black.
Yep, and we have a little bit more of glad tidings as well. So there's lots of fun things today.
There is. Well, we did take Mike and Kathy back to the airport last night so that they could get up at the crack of before dawn. Oh my goodness, you guys.
Well before dawn.
Well before dawn to get on the flight to Vegas to get back to Maui. All right, so I'm glad you got on time. I was worried. I was relieved to see the text that you had gotten on time because there's nothing worse than getting up at the crack of dawn and waiting. So our selection this morning includes something really uber trendy. Has anybody caught on to the magical world of Ralph Lauren Christmas? Because it's a big thing on Instagram. I don't know about you guys, but everybody's popping up with plaid. And we wanted to make sure we showed you a plaid design today. This is going to be the Lauren swag. We'll just go with it and name it that as well. So I got you some bows all tied up to if you want to know something funny, I tied all these bows on the way to Omaha.
Did I put them in inventory? I don't remember. How many did you make?
I did them. They're in.
You did? Okay.
I did. They're in. So I took the non-glittery fabric in my car and tied these bows while Kathy and I rode in the back seat.
Okay.
This is the bow feature.
Hold up, and then we'll go through all the pieces here.
Sure. Well, I can tell you a little bit about what's happening with our DIY weekend. You are able to purchase the kits that I show today and assemble. These little videos of how to put them together will live with the product on the website and the kit.
They'll just be on the Facebook and YouTube.
On the Facebook and YouTube.
Yes.
Oh, you have to go find it yourself. Yes. Okay. I thought you were moving them.
No, it doesn't happen like that.
Got it. Well, what we can also say that's important to know is if you like any of these components, such as this bow, you can find this individually online, or you can go to the kit and pick up the products individually by finding them linked in the kit. So it actually is pretty simple to just buy a stem inside the kit because it'll take you to that product page if you click on it. So there's another way to buy individual pieces as well.
All right, are we ready for this first one of the day? Is everyone ready to be amazed?
Okay.
All right, so this one, I gotta get situated here this morning.
Yes, I'm going to move this camera a little bit. Oh,
it doesn't quite. Which way does it need to go? The other way?
Mm-hmm. pop that way. There you go. That's better.
Yeah,
it was a little.
I don't know what this
Okay.
means.
I was going to turn it, but that's not a thing.
No.
So we've got a camera for recording and a
Yes.
camera for live. Hello, everyone. We're
Okay,
doing live design today. Okay.
All right. This is the Lauren swag kit. This kit is on sale for $134. This kit is a beautiful, has the 42-inch Real Touch Norfolk Spruce swag. This is a Real Touch brighter green, kind of ombre effect mixed pine swag. Swag meaning the pine is coming out from the center and going out in both directions, and it has a lot of natural cones. You also have the Snowberry Cedar Teardrop. This is a great designer piece built on bendy vine. It's got berries, a little cedar, a little snow and ice. You also have the Platinum Leaves Spray and the Lauren Bow.
Okay. There we go. Pre-tied for you with staggered tails. It's going to make the perfect addition to this easy swag. I think the most important thing to get a great result is to begin by shaping. So one thing about this swag is it's probably designed to hang horizontally or lay like so on your mantle. I have shaped it and widened it open here. We want to make it a teardrop swag more or less. So you can just use the way the swag came, but fan open the sides. I wanted to make sure that the sides were widened a little bit, so I have laid out the extra tips to the side, pulled them open here, and then we'll deal with where these cones end up later because they're pretty showy and big. But once you get it opened up, it makes it easier to also open up the berry swag and nestle it into the green base. That's pretty much the key, is incorporating them. So just like in previous little tutorials, you want to get down to the center of this spray, the swag, so that you can lay the teardrop berry piece right down the middle of the pine base. Not hard at all. You just have to get everything bumped in there together. And the best way to do it is to nestle the two base stems right on top of each other. So that's what we're doing. And then the teardrop has more of a teardrop shape, this berry, so it's going to help shape and form our symmetrical swag into more of a teardrop shape because we're going to have fuller berries up here at the top and tapered berries at the bottom. So there we've got them laid together, one on top of the other, not hard at all. And then we're going to use the two different platinum sprays. These are just simple little platinum leaves in an off silver color. I thought it just needed a touch of glitter, and the bow has a lot of white in it, so this brightens it up a bit. And we're going to lay those just stacked. So I just need one down at the tip. Again, we're nestling stem on top of stem. And that is all there is to it. Lay those down in there, and the components will be stacked and ready to blend with our pine. You could cut the stem off if you'd like. I'm going to actually make one go down and one go up here. That's the theory, because we wanted to show a little bit behind the bow. And that gives us some brightness up at the top. Wiggling it down into the swag here. There we go. Now you can see all the stems. They're exposed, they're showing. We're going to go back in before we add the bow and cross some of our pine over top here, but I do want to add a wire, so I'm going to pop in a little bit of my 22 gauge wire. This is probably suggested with the kit, but we do sell these little bundles of wire for under $2. They're always on sale during DIY weekend. So you can just use a little tip, a little scrap of wire down here towards the bottom to secure your stems together. So as I place this, I'm going all the way across every stem in one fell swoop, and we're going to twist that down. You are welcome to skip this step if you really feel like it's going to hold together for you, but I always have like extra double wires going on because I want to make sure our florals can always ship and travel and be moved from year to year, season to season at your house. The other thing I meant to talk about yesterday and I didn't think about it is you can use zip ties for these steps where I use wire. It isn't something that I do because out of habit and out of training in the floral industry, we use floral wire. But I was reminded by my friend Kathy that a lot of people just find zip ties easier than handling pliers. So, a side note about zip ties, go for it if that helps you. You could certainly use fine zip ties to secure these pieces right down the middle, a couple areas. I'm going to put that wire at the bottom. I'm going to put a wire in the middle and then the bow at the top. Maybe it's overkill, maybe not, you decide. But zip ties, yes, and I didn't have time to go get any.
I definitely don't think the bell or the bow's over.
Okay. Love this look though. The fresh look of these greens almost makes it seem like I can smell these greenery pieces. So I don't, but it seems like they look so realistic that a person could. So now I'm going to pull some of this pine back into the center and lay them out here. There we go. You just want to reincorporate it. That's all you're going for. And I just rolled that pine cone back into the middle. These pine cones are pretty large, so you can sort of reposition them. They're going to have a nice spot more in of the interior of the swag rather than floating on the outside. The bow is going to come with a heavy gauge wire, and that's your last wire placement on the top. So this swag got wired together in 3 spots. This is going not at the very tippy top of my swag, but very close to the top. There's definitely still some pine peeking out above. I'm making sure my wire is crossing all my stems.
I think the bow is essential.
The bow is essential. That's why I made sure it came with it.
Yeah.
The bow is not an option. It's like, this is the perfect bow for the swag. You do. And if you just want the bow, it is sold individually, and you can search it. It's the Lauren bow on the Lauren swag, or you can find it in the kit linked up also. So I'm not going to take the time now, but I could make a hanger on the back utilizing the wire from the bow, and that would help me give a little loop to hang it from. Okay, this is now the point where you simply shape it up. So I'm taking my little tails here, and we're going to need to weave them through. Where do we want the tails to go? We definitely have them staggered for you. You can see there's 2 different lengths, and they can float across the top. I always like to sort of tuck them in a little bit, and there's the twigs on the berry spray are probably the perfect way to give them a little secure location. You can actually take the twig. Do you see here that I've got a piece of branch, and it has a fine wire on it, and I could actually use it to secure my tail and make a little swoop like so. And that will keep it in place, especially if this is going to go on your front door. If you want to use it exposed on the front door, I think it would do okay for a season, and you would not want those tails flying around. So this is one way to secure them, is just take the little bendy twig and definitely pop that in there. I think the bow separately was possibly $14 or $15.50.
I can look.
Mm-hmm.
On sale for $13.
Well, there you go. So if you need the bow, you could grab several for your tree, actually. I'll keep them coming today. If we need to, I can make more.
And if you need outdoor safe bows, let us know.
Did we get some online?
I think so, yeah.
Yes, there should be some other.
I think I was having her put outdoor in the ones that we wanted for porch pots.
Okay,
Beautiful.
there we have it. The
there
completed
is our Lauren swag kit. Cute. Very nice.
Beautiful combo. And easy to do.
Yeah,
I mean, you get a touch of red in here, you get some natural twigginess, the natural heavy cones. The realistic greenery is perfect for this look.
Good morning, Carmela from New Jersey. Rosalie said that's a great price for a bow. Tina loves the color combination. Joan, the bow is on sale for $13, and it is linked in the kit's description.
Yes. Are we using the other bow today, or did we do that yesterday? I'm trying to remember.
The other one you used yesterday.
Okay, I used it yesterday. So there
the
was
4-inch wide?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
There was a similar bow yesterday in one of our designs. I don't see it in this room, but there is another style of plaid bow, wider with short tails.
Yes.
So that's also an option for you.
Good morning, everyone. All right.
Hi, everybody.
We warmed up kit number 1. Mom whipped together last night before we left.
Yes, we just needed one more look.
Just really, really pretty. So that is a gorgeous piece ready to be recreated at your home.
Well, I am so excited to join you today. If you did not realize, today is DIY day. It's DIY weekend, actually.
Hmm.
So when it's DIY weekend, what goes on sale that never goes on sale otherwise? Containers and vases, guys, all
Yeah.
of it. And you can definitely pick those things up at 15% off through the weekend.
Yes, Joan, everything is online and a link. Did I drop a link to that swag? Did I forget?
I am not keeping up with
I
what you're
might have
doing over
forgotten.
there.
Here is a
Hi,
link to
Mom.
that last swag.
Mom's joining us.
And in the swag, if you go into the product, in the description, Kayla lists every item used in that DIY kit and has a link to each of those items. So if you want the bow, there's a
Mm-hmm.
link in that product description. If you want the stem or the swag base, it is all linked there for you. Veronica said it's very classy.
Well, we're getting warmed up with easy things, guys. So if you are choosing a kit today, these are not hard kits to put together. I don't know if any of them are super hard in today's live. We've got
No.
moderate kits.
Okay, so we'll do swag, and then I think the garland, and then the baskets, and then that, or do you want to do the baskets last?
Whatever you think. We've got
Mm,
some, and the basket large needs a styled pillow throw combo.
okay.
So
Yep.
this
Oh, and I have this.
is, oh yes,
So we'll
okay.
do the stuff on your counter, and then we'll go to
I
this
think
stuff.
we should go back and forth and not just do all swags in a row.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too. That's what I'm saying too. We're
We're saying the
deciding.
same thing. We just don't have enough coffee to actually get the point across.
Hi. Oh, hi, Michelle, joining us from England. It's 3:15 in the afternoon.
Oh,
Thank
there you
you.
go.
Well, lovely to have you join. Thank you so much. I hope you can have some fun takeaways with these design ideas.
Yes.
Even though we don't ship overseas, I'm happy to share ideas overseas. Thank you for
Absolutely.
cheers to you.
Cheers, cheers. So, okay, I'm gonna get the next one prepped here. This one is for an ivory gold combination that we're calling Ivory Elegance,
I
kind
love
of in
this.
the Evening Star kit
Mm-hmm.
or Evening Star collection, but without the blue. Linda said, I am mesmerized by watching Amy design. I can
Oh,
watch all day.
thank you, Linda. That's so sweet.
That's funny. So, all right, let's get this one ready. Oh, I need a photo really quick.
Oh, okay.
Pretty please. Is the bow included? Yes, it is.
This one, the bow's included.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
This
Then
is the piece we need
let's
to
go through all
make
the
sure we
things.
show. This is
Yes.
so amazing, and it
So
might not show up on camera as
that
well.
is let me give it a shout out. The Ivory Elegance Swag Kit is on sale for $64. It starts with that Deck the Halls acrylic stem that Mom is holding. This is a really beautiful, it almost looks like it should be jewelry.
It is a beaded, it is wire that is essentially constructed like a beaded bracelet, and that's why it moves. Look at that.
If you want a really different stem for your holiday decorating, I highly recommend this beautiful stem. I love that it has a little glitter on it too, on the
Mm-hmm.
stem base, and then it's fully acrylic jewels. It's so pretty.
Okay.
Then you have the Winterfest Pine Pick.
This is a great one. Look how nice and long the bottle brush pieces are.
The Gold Metallic Balsam Spray. The Snowflake Pine Cone Spray. And the Ivory Elegance Bow.
It comes with the bow, so never fear. The bow itself is here. So you are going to feature this really different balsam spray. It is plastic, of course, injection mold, ivory with gold, very, very different. And with our navy ivory gold collection, you could use this in your navy gold Christmas tree. It's also the perfect size to nestle on top of this. And what we want to do is cut the top of the stem off here so that it doesn't extend beyond the base stem of the pine spray, which you can see I kind of curled it. Let's spin it around here. I curled it to shorten it up, and that usually helps it stay out of the way. I'm also going to kind of pull one of these thick bottle brush pieces up vertically. And when we do that, it helps hide, maybe take two of them, it helps hide the stem. There we go. And you've got three components here on the balsam spray, which helps fan out and give us a little mini teardrop shape. So we're just nestling those two together, and they're sort of incorporated now, but you can see that forming our shape. Next up, we get this little small pine here. It's the perfect accent, and it also brings ivory berries to the game. This comes in a garland, and it comes in a candle ring, by the way, with these frosted, snowed ivory berries as part of the design. So we're going to lay that just below the big pine cone on my spray. They might come out a little differently with different pine cones since they're natural. And then lastly, we have our crystal spray. I swirled that stem. You can cut these off, but if you can pop them in behind your pine, you won't notice them. And also, if you cut them and they're paper wrap stems, you always have to glue the tips to keep them from unraveling. So that's a step I'm avoiding by just spiraling it. Now, I don't want the bow to cover that up, so I've dropped it down a little bit. You can see that the crystal parts start here at the bottom half of the swag so that the fullness of my bow does not hide them. There we go. Okay, this is going to be the stack. Now, as I did on the last swag, I'm just going to use a scrap of wire here. We sell bundles of 22 gauge wire. Throw that in your order. They're under $2 for 5 of them. Handy to have around if you have not purchased floral wire yet. I'm going to add a little piece of wire to cover my stack near the bottom of the pile up, just to secure the bottom, and then the bow is going to secure the top. So that is all I'm doing. A little bitty skinny strand of wire won't be noticed tucked in here, and securing it up. So this is not a hard swag at all. It also could be an application for you to use your own components just in the same order with the same assembly instructions. You might have things already in your stash of goodies that need to be redesigned for the season, and this might give you some ideas. There we go. We're just going to tuck that around the wire to hide it. Up here, we're dealing with this pine cone placement. I'm going to sit my bow right above the pine cone, right above it, and it's going to come with some heavy gauge wires, assorted lengths of ribbon, and that heavy gauge wire can also become your hanger in the back if you want to create a hanger for it, or you can use the spiraled stem of your pine spray to hook onto a door hanger. Sometimes in your own personal design, hanger construction isn't as critical as here where we're sending it out. So that is the wired that secures the top for me. That wire will do it. Okay, and as you can see, my puffy pine spray is popping up above the bow, hiding my stems in the back. And now we just have to arrange all of the tails. So we've got some long ones and some short ones. I'm going to pull the long ones down the middle here. I'm going to pull a short one left and right. And I'm also kind of rolling this pine cone into my bow because he is right there. We have to get him placed. Have to deal with that pine cone. Okay, and then our beautiful velvet here has a dual fabric, so you got a velvet front, gold back. This bow is also sold separately.
That one.
Spin it over, like turn it over.
Coil.
Oh, coil it. Yes.
Coil it.
So she's saying, as you do your hair, you can also do your ribbon. Spiral it up there a little bit.
Yeah, just so you can see all the different.
So it shows the movement of the ribbon. Let's separate one to one side and one to the other, though. That will do it. Spiral it around your finger.
I tend to coil mine up and then pull it out.
Do you roll it? Kate has different techniques than me.
I go like...
She literally rolls it up and then makes a tight spiral.
Which is how I store my ribbon. I roll it all the way up, and then I make my spiral.
Which is also how you do your hair.
That's also, yes. Exactly the same way.
It's the same way. Let's take a look and see how it turned out. Beautiful. There you go. It's a cute little guy.
This is amazing, that bead.
And it's also sold separately. I think the regular price of the bead spray was $14.99.
Okay, we're going to backtrack.
We're going to backtrack?
We're going to backtrack because
Did we forget to take a photo?
Is loving this kit. We've already sold out of the bows. So I'm going to ask you if you have more of the ribbon.
Yes. It's in my car, literally.
Like the actual bolts?
Yes. More? Yeah, if you go in the back seat and grab the bag.
Because everyone's obsessed. So
I thought there was 9 last night.
You did.
Okay. And then it got dark and I couldn't make any more, but there's more ribbon out there.
Okay, so this is the Lauren Swag Kit. The bow is included. I'm gonna go see how many more bows we can make and put them back
and bring the other bag of bows in so we can show the other style of bow.
The kit is $134 is the sale price, and the bow. This is the Lauren bow on the Lauren Swag. This is
Mm-hmm.
the same size and all. Mom ties them all the same. There is a smaller
Yeah.
4-inch wide ribbon. That's in your car?
Yeah.
Okay,
Just
I'll
go to
go
the back
grab
seat,
that.
grab everything, and drag it
Everyone's
in.
obsessed with that. Do the garland next.
Okay, so that's funny. We'll show you the other plaid red traditional bow that is made with short tails in a 4-inch wide. Also, this bolt, oh, yes, I do know what it's called. If you want to search this bolt of ribbon to buy it yourself, it was weirdly called Santa's Socks. So somebody search Santa's Socks online, and you should come up with that bolt of ribbon. If it shows somehow sold out at the warehouse, you're going to find that ribbon at our retail store last I saw, so we can have Connie find all the bolts over there, and we'll either sell the bolts or I will make more bows today until they're gone. That's fine. I can keep going with that. Okay, we're going to do a garland today. This one is so fun. And we're going to get into our sweet season pastel colorway here. And that's what you're going to love. So this is what the individual bow looks like.
And there's bolts in the bag. Is that right?
There was 2 bags and there's bolts in the bottom of 1 bag. It would be that bag.
And then here's, yep.
Okay. So here's our other style of bow. I believe the regular price of this one is $9.50. These are little, and it is the topper bow of a small swag that we designed yesterday. I don't remember if it was morning or afternoon. That's not, I thought I tore them all off before I left. And this one is going to be a great accent bow on your tree. If you want a bunch of them, this one's probably on sale then for around $9. So that's something to check out.
How many yards did you use?
3. Takes 3 yards to make one of these bows. And these little babies are squeezed out of 1 yard of ribbon. That way you can take a 10-yard bolt and make 10 of these at home if you just want to buy the bolt. Okay, let me get set up while she's checking the bow situation and show you the next look, which is also on a beautiful pre-made combo base. Uh-oh. Now I have a frog in my throat.
How much is left on this? 3 yards or not?
I can grab it and look.
That would be the question that everyone's gonna. So that way I can put them back online, and I only see that one.
Oh, is this 3 yards? Is
Yeah,
what you're
it's
wondering?
3 yards.
It feels like it's more than 3 yards.
Which would be great.
Yeah. This is about 4 yards.
Okay, so you can make 1 bow.
Yes.
And then 3, so we can make 4 more. And then I'm gonna go look on the shelf.
Correct. Right.
Okay.
So yes, we can make more bows. It is something she'll check and see. It's called Santa's Socks ribbon. I remember looking at that thinking,
really?
that's really a dumb name for ribbon. That's what I saw last night when I was like,
Judge the ribbon.
so Santa's Socks.
Santa's Socks. Wow, that is quite the name.
If you want to find it, get it out of there. Okay.
Yep, I am.
That works. So this piece is going to come together with these cute little bows. These are also ready to roll in the online store. How cute are those? Is this a video we need to do? Okay, then I will set it up accordingly if that's the case. So this pre-made bow, if you are into fun bows,
It now it
$18.50.
just went to the negative. So someone just bought it. So
Well, the
has
store,
bolts, so
yes.
we'll have to get some from them. Just know the warehouse is negative. Okay.
Okay, so text the store right now
Well,
and tell them to start.
Do a video. Let's skip the video. I'm panicking.
Okay, we'll do.
It's selling too fast.
Oh gosh.
SMS need more coffee.
We're having fun, and you know what? We underestimated the amount of red plaid we should have had this year.
Literally.
There are a couple other red plaids in stock, but
The bows
those are my
so
faves.
pretty.
There we go. Got these shaped. These are called candy combo. That's what they're called. And if you have a little girl's tree or a kitchen tree, this is perfect. I also am absolutely obsessed with this boucle. It's kind of like a Chanel jacket, don't you think? It is silky on the back, super heavyweight, and it's not an inexpensive bolt of ribbon. So that's why I've just got this chunk in the back of it.
We'll take a quick photo here.
I don't have all the components.
Oh,
so. Hang on.
Start there.
I don't want to tangle this up.
It was much easier yesterday, I feel like.
Are we struggling today, Kate?
I am. I'm all over the place.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Good morning, Kathy. Terry's loving the designs. Cheryl loves the display behind you.
Oh, good. We
Linda
probably
said,
better talk about that.
Gives me so many ideas.
Now you can take a picture.
Okay. Ready. 1, 2, 3. Got it. Okay.
So we're going to use this adorable light up garland here, which is a battery operated set. I hope they put
Joanne, I
lights.
just restocked some of the Loren bows, so you can order them, and then Mom will probably make more tonight. So go
Yes.
ahead and order online.
Oh my, we don't have any more batteries. I'm looking in my battery box.
Do you want to steal them from that rice light
Yeah,
strand?
which I should have
Loren
used.
bow.
Yes, I just realized that as I looked at it.
Loren swag. We have rice lights, you guys. They're on sale.
Okay.
We'll get there.
Y'all are very forgiving, so
patient.
hang on. Hello, everyone.
We'll actually get started here in a minute.
So this is important.
I'm going to tell you that the Loren swag that everyone's buying right now, the kit, would be beautiful with this battery-operated rice light strand.
That I just took the batteries out of.
A link. Highly recommend. They are on sale. It's only $13. So for the same price of the bow, you can get the lights and upgrade any wreath, garland, whatever. I think they're great for your front door, though. It is an outdoor safe sealed pack.
8 different settings, clear lights. This strand comes out to be how long when you undo it?
16 feet.
But you can see it's little, so you can squeeze this whole thing into the swag I just made. So yes. Are we getting any more burgundy tweed? We aren't. No.
No more restocks for the year, you guys. When it's gone, it's gone.
We're out. So this is actually on. I'm going to hold this up. Do you see how it's going to color change? This is important.
Oh, I see.
There. These.
Can we turn the light off for a second?
No, it's okay. This is what they're going to do. So each bulb independently multicolor changes. It's super fun for a kid's room, like a garland over a doorway, one strand on a tiny tree. This is the full strand. It is on sale.
Yep. And that's included.
And it's plastic and oversized, so safe for a kid's room. You could put it outside. The pack is sealed. And this is Mylar, so it'd be fine outdoors also.
The bow is separate in this one. I thought the bow was included.
I thought the bow was included.
Nope, she did it separate, so I gotta take a different photo.
Okay.
If that's okay. Okay, try again. 1, 2, 3. Okay, got it. We'll get that uploaded to the product so you can see all the components laid out. Shall we go through this, Mom?
Yes, let's go through it.
Let's go through it. This is the Fanciful Swag Kit. This kit is on sale for $152. This beautiful kit is built on the 42-inch Winterfest. No, I've got the wrong thing. Built on the 5-foot Real Touch Mixed Cedar Pine Swag. Looks like a garland. Technically, it's a swag because it goes out from both out to both directions from the center. Oh my God.
It's thicker in the middle and it tapers at the ends.
Oh, yeah.
Honey, where's your coffee?
I had a huge coffee this morning. I thought if I had any more, I would have heart palpitations.
Okay.
So this beautiful swag is built on Himalayan pine, but it has a bunch of Real Touch. As you can see, when Mom's moving the swag, you see the natural effect of the injection mold pine. Mm-hmm. In brighter green on darker green with sagey green, so you have layered color combination and texture combination. Then we add in the 42-inch long Winterfest pine garland. This beautiful garland has kind of an ivory berry, a snowy base, adds just a little touch of interest, lots of pine cones, also available in a stem online if you're interested. Mm-hmm. Then we add in 2 of the white glitter snowflake sprays. These are a white foamy snowflake with a little bit of iridescent opal glitter, kind of in a silver hue. And then we add in the beautiful 6-foot lighted iridescent bulb tinsel garland. So this is a battery-operated, multicolor, shatterproof garland with tinsel covering the wires, so adding a little bit more interest to it. Very, very cute and cheerful.
Also,
and that is on top.
On-off and timer.
Oh, great.
So it is timer.
Timer, essential.
Yes.
And then we have optional candy combo bows. So these bows you saw at my house, and my favorite part of these bows is the tweed in the back. So everyone loved the burgundy tweed. This is a colorful tweed. It's absolutely gorgeous. I want a coat made out of that thing.
Me too.
So pretty. And we suggest 2 bows for this kit, but you can do 1 if you'd like. But 2 just kind of worked out for us. And that is an optional add-on linked in the kit's description. So when you go to shop the kit, you'll see the description shows you all the items used, and they are linked.
Right. Okay, so when I hold this base onto the one snow piece on top of the base, you can see that we're going to come up shorter on this item than the green. It looks fine. I just want to point it out that you have to find the center it on your swag, and lay those two pieces together. When you're working them in, I also think don't tie them in too tight, like barely secure them in a couple places. But what you can do, because this background swag has a PVC base, the PVC works perfectly, kind of like twist ties. So when you lay this on here, your background PVC, if you pull it up from the back, try to show you, a left one and a right one, you can cross them over here and you can make a little lock-in for your pine snow piece, and you don't have to use any wire. So that's the whole point. We locked it in right there. We can pick another spot. Looks like a good one right here. Again, I'm pulling the PVC from the back of the base swag, crossing it lightly over with just one little twist over the snow, and that secures it while making it faster than using wire. So over here, we're going to do the same thing. All of this is removable, so if you try this look one season, you could take these components apart if you are just twisting them into the pine. Next season, do something different. I know a lot of you change it up because you're all decorators out there. You're having fun with making things different each year. I like to do that at my house too. And we have so many different themes every year. It's easy to find a new theme to interject a little wow into your current look. Okay, so I'm still holding this in a horseshoe so I can see the center. We're now going to grab these little snowflake pieces here.
Can I take a photo before you add the bow on also?
Oh,
of the
yeah.
completed design?
Okay. And what I want to do is make sure I have these face up, because there actually is a front and a back to the snowflake. The back does not have the silver accent. The front has the silver opal accent. We're going to put one each direction and just thread the stem back in here out of the way. I could cut it off, but it does sort of add some heftiness to the garland if you use the stem, because this is a little bit heavier weight, and it'll make the garland more supportive. So we're going to let those pieces, your placement, kind of up to you how you want to do that, but we're going to wind them in so that we've left a little bit of space here. And you can take the snowflake at the bottom of each spray and bend it backwards. So that means you don't have to pull those snowflake ends together, because this piece can go back here, this piece can go back here, and again I can grab my pine and twist those in along with the snow. Actually, that's probably what I should have done, is stacked them and then twisted the pine over top both stems at once.
Yeah, you live and you learn.
That is what I would do. Yeah.
For 40 years.
You would save a step if you stacked your snowflakes with your snow pine and then used your tip to cross over both. That is the theory.
Even Amy learns something new every day.
I know that. I just forgot. Do as I say, not as I do. Is that what it is? There we go. Wow. Well, we did get home late last night, but I was just sleeping so soundly this morning, and then my alarm went off and scared the tar out of me. I definitely would have overslept if I wouldn't have had my alarm set. And that's not normal for me. I'm usually up at 6:30.
I was up at 6:30.
Oh, really?
Something's wrong. We swapped places.
It's Freaky Friday.
Freaky Friday.
There we go. Do you get the idea how easy this is? So far, no wire needed. We've just used our pine components, and I'm pulling a little bit of the pine up into the snowflakes. You can take a look at how that has blended itself in nicely. Okay, next up is the bulb garland. So I'm sure we want to center this on the piece. Let me find from bulb to bulb where the center is. There we have it. And lay that in the middle and work those bulbs through. They're just going to weave around. You want the tinsel to show.
Color a little bit more on those.
Are you? Good. Yeah. There's the blue purpley color. And you can just hook them in there again with the pine tips, like bend a tip around here and there. Works out pretty easily. And depending how you're using this, if you're laying it flat on the mantle, for instance, if you wanted to do that, you'd want all those bulbs to drape forward. Same thing if you're going over a mirror, which would be cute. Kate has a fun mirror at her house that she can drape 5-foot little swags over, and this would be a good choice for that area. There we go. It is just so sweet. I bet you could add more ornaments to this. I bet you could use this piece in an archway at your house if you have like a
I think
over the door.
even would be great.
Over the door area. And we're tucking these in, just grabbing a little bit of the pine and pinching a piece of pine lightly to hold it. This is not a heavy garland. These are acrylic shatterproof ornaments that are supporting the lights here. Okay, now you want a photo.
Now I want a photo.
There, look at that, guys. How fun is that? Do you want me to be in it?
1, 2, 3. Let's see if I got it without your eyes. Your eyes were not looking here.
Oh,
1,
sorry.
2, 3. There we go.
Looking there.
Looking here. There we go.
Okay, get a good look at how those bulbs are changing. Now for your bow placement, it might depend on where your garland goes. You have some choices in the online store. There is another really large bow that has longer tails that you could buy just one and center it. It's called Kate's front door bow, maybe. And it is a combination that coordinates with this.
Shouldn't be a front door bow.
There was one back by Kelsey that I saw that we designed, and I think that's what it was called, even though it wasn't. But
this is the candy combo.
This is the candy combo. I'm just describing another bow option
my tree bow.
that is a showy large single bow. So you could put a single bow with longer tails in the middle, or you can put these two small bows on, which I kind of liked the extra dose of color. And that is going to go left and right of the center.
And the bows are optional, so if you didn't want
That's
the
right.
crazy color, you could. It's not
Right.
included in the
You
kit.
could just get our silver and opalescent bows. Those would be awesome if you want to just do the whole thing in silver and opalescent.
Do you want me to grab one so they can see the difference?
Sure, if you have it.
Find one.
It's probably all the way back by her. But yes, this is the base that can be modified more than one direction. And these little bows don't take much shaping. They don't need much shaping. There we go. How fun is that? If you were just to add that over something, I can stretch it out here and show you how it would look stretched out. If you were to drape it off of a mantle, you'd get all those little ornaments to fall forwards, depending where that's going. And if you wanted to do it all up in silver and opal, we do have silver opal choices that she wants to show you. Those are perfect.
Totally changes the look.
Okay, let me lay that on there and show you how that would. This would be another option for you. And that is called the Opal Vision. This bow is actually on our First Frost Christmas tree. And it does have an opal-y ribbon here.
I love
silver.
Opal silver.
So that gives you a completely different, maybe a more formal look.
Yeah, more dressy.
And the opal picks up all the colors in this bow.
Actually, if you switch it out, I can add this photo and description.
Did you take this colored one?
I did.
Okay.
That one was already taken.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll show you a nice finish in a different color direction. That'll work. Okay. This one's got two thicknesses of gray velvet with a lame at the back of the velvet. So this is a really luxe bow. And these pieces are available in the online store separately so that you could buy them for your Christmas tree. And they are on our First Frost Christmas tree also, which is the minty color that everybody's going crazy over.
Oh, yeah. Totally changes the look.
Well, it's versatile, and the opal picks up, the ribbon picks up the opal coloring. Let's hold this up and see what you think. Wow.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Pretty. I love that. I don't know which one I like more. I think both are pretty.
And you could just use a single bow, but I like how it really fills it out.
Yeah, it really does.
Very pretty. Something different for you all today. Okay, we're going to do
the swag down here now.
Swag down there. Okay. We'll
So let me
swap.
set this and then I'll swap with you. I'll take that.
Oops, here's your.
Is that for this?
That's not for this. I feel like it is.
Uh-uh.
Okay. Oh, that is that. Here.
Oh wait, it is. That's for the, I don't even know.
Okay, we're trying to keep all of our tags and make sure
Not
everything
doing a very
stays
good job.
labeled. So we're going to do another fun vertical swag in a different color palette, guys, which is going to be the green and black combination. This is a cute little pair of skates. These are plastic skates, but they are embellished with a fun color combo of charcoal gray, lime green on the skates, a little bit of blush on there. And then this combo here, we have it put together for the photo. So as you know, we photograph all of these kits designed, and then we take them apart and reassemble them with your instructional information. This little video that we do serves as your instructions. Hopefully you're finding all your videos with your kits in our YouTube page and also in Facebook for 30 days. Okay.
Okay, it's just
Does
loading.
this come with this bow?
Yes, it does. Okay,
Okay.
I'm ready. Are you ready?
Do you need this photo?
Yes. Go on. All right, 1, 2, 3. Got it. You haven't even closed your eyes like once this week. It's amazing.
I'm trying.
Okay,
Trying
the
to be better.
Skating Around Swag Kit on sale for $108. This kit includes the Merry and Midnight Bow, the
That's a good name.
Snowflake Pinecone Teardrop. It's a great outdoor safe one.
Mm-hmm.
The White Skates Ornament.
Right.
They are shatterproof. The Black Ice Long Needle Spray, my fave. And of course, a Jingle All the Way Bell Spray.
And everybody loves that. Anything Jingle Bells. It's very popular. Okay, this is a super easy, level easy is what we're going to call this one. You want to fan open and shape out your teardrop. I'm sure when this comes to you, it will not be as shaped as this one has been. Definitely, this is all different mixed types of pine. We got this unusual little flat piece in here for texture, a really thick bottle brush, a medium, fluffy tip, all lightly snowed. This does not have a lot of fallout, and it's sort of a blue-green color also. The cones on it are natural. All of the cones are real, so they're going to vary a little bit. So let's lay this black one in the middle here. I've got the stem bent, and I don't have it cut off because I didn't have glue here today to dip into. We didn't plug the glue in. If you cut a paper wrap stem, you do need to dip the end in a glue to keep it from unraveling, or you can use Elmer's glue and let it sit for a minute so that the paper doesn't start undoing itself. Okay, we're fanning this out. This black stem comes with 3 separate segments on it. I'm going to lay this here and show you the placement, which balances easily. It's a large piece, so it doesn't take much. And then we're going to lay in the entire Jingle Bell spray. This one has a little bit of shaping done. I took these straight stems and curled them around my finger to make them have some shape other than flats, because they do just come straight and flat. So notice that I curled those. And that's going to need to just drop low enough that when we place our bow, we're not covering any of our bells up. So they're towards the bottom there. And then you just grab a little scrap of wire and make sure you've locked in your stems towards the bottom. Down here, I'm at the bottom 1/3 of the design. I'm going to run a wire around the base pine, the black ice pine, and the Jingle Bell together and twist that and make sure it's locked in. We don't want to lose anything, have it twist apart at the bottom or separate when it's hanging. This piece could be outdoor safe if you'd like. I would say keep it from getting soaking wet, as any bow doesn't love being wet, but most of us have a protected front door. Okay, trying to grab that little wire in there. Kate should probably link our tools again today.
Sure.
Every day that we're doing these lives, we're linking the tools. These are all on Amazon the fastest place, of course, to grab tools. This is my Knipex German-made lineman's side cutters with a flat nose. And I do like that as a pliers replacement because it also cuts. And then I use my Channel Lock small 8-inch lineman side cutters, which is smaller for my hand and doesn't have the gigantic size that this also comes in. So get the size we link because you don't want to get the wrong size and not be able to hold that tool in your hand. They are large sometimes. I'm going to flip a little piece of pine into the center, make sure I don't hide the bell, just to cover up our stems here. And now for our topping, the bow goes in. So before you get the bow in place, all you have to do is thread your ornaments around your wire and then together wire that down over the top of your pine spray and your stack. So your Jingle Bell stem is getting covered here. We are locking in the little ornament cluster as we hooked it on our bow. And this particular swag in the back has its own hanger. So you don't even need to make a hanger with this wire. You could cut it off or bend it out of the way, which I am going to do here. Just loop it in the back. There's the hanger. Right here's a little circle. And this piece just needs some shaping. That's all we have to do. So with these pine cones, one thing that seems to work best, if I can describe the motion of it, is you can roll your pine cone. It's on a wire. The wire has a little length to it. You can pull your ribbon behind and kind of roll your pine cone into the bow, which incorporates something into the bow, which I like. I like to see a little interest where the bow becomes part of our design more instead of floating on top of it. So here I've been able to, your swag will just have to do what it wants to do, but here I was able to get both of those pine cones turned into the bow a bit. And then we just tuck our tail behind so that the skates show up. This is a beautiful, heavy, heavy tweed. We also should still have this by the bolt, and this bow is sold separately also if you want it. We have that featured in our snowdrop tree. So grab up that bow if you love this black and lime combo, which is just so sharp at the store. We have it done up on a tree called Snowdrop with lots of icy things and a little silver, many frosty items. It is super sharp, and we get a lot of comments on that tree. There we go. Easy peasy. This is not so many components. You can tackle this look for sure.
Cute.
Okay.
Love the black with the snowdrop. It's just so pretty.
Something different and also quite showy and large for a door. This one may be flat enough. Someone yesterday asked if we could put this between two doors. I feel like the pine cones could be a problem, but it is a pretty flat
Depends on how much
base.
you have,
Yes, it is a pretty flat base. It might work if you remove the pine cones if they tend to hit, but that is a fun look.
Fun. Do you want to do that swag and then all three baskets?
Sure.
Okay. Let's just
Okay.
put this and then we'll keep it going. Welcome to part 3, by the way, if you're sleeping in this morning.
It's been a row of swags here. We're going to keep on the swag
Different
trend.
shapes of swags. Now we have a table swag. So we had a teardrop swag and a long garland swag. And now we have a little table swag for the Crystal Christmas collection, or it can also go in First Frost.
Right. This one's going to feature this gorgeous little mirrored snowflake. Look at that guy. How fun.
Excited? Did you get a drink of tea?
I did.
Okay, good.
Yep.
All right. I have this one pulled up. This is the Shimmering Silver Snowflake Swag Kit. Say that 10 times fast. It is $62 is the deal price for you. I'll take a quick photo of you and all the goodies. Oh, I think your eyes are closed. Yep, they were. 1, 2, 3.
You jinxed it, Kate.
I jinxed it.
You jinxed it.
Okay, there we got it. So this one has 2 of the Winter to Remember pine picks.
Which one that is? We don't know. One of these 2 is the Winter to Remember.
It's the smaller one.
This is the Winter to Remember pine picks. Okay.
Then 2 of the First Snow Noble pine sprays. That one has a little glitter, very snowy, outdoor safe. Then you have 2 silver glitter maidenhair. Beautiful, very delicate little fern spray, totally coated in silver glitter. You have a mirror jewel snowflake ornament. Isn't that cool?
It's
It's both sides,
two-sided.
isn't it? Yeah. That one's done very well.
It's a pretty snowflake.
And then the silver snowflake bow is included. This one's going to go in the center. It features a 1.5-inch velvet and a 2.5-inch snowflake with a little tinsel in the center. And that is all the components. This is going to be an easy kit.
It is an easy kit. So let's start with our back design. This can be a small tray swag or a small accent swag on the wall. Of course, then you just need to put a hanger on it. We're going to lay the 2 noble pines end to end and push them together like this. It's easy to make it look nice and full if you don't leave a gap back here. And same thing with this design piece, slipping the stems behind so that they don't show. We're going to wire it down and all the stems will be at the back. So I am just weaving these together on top of the noble pine also. Just like so, they're all stacked in the middle here, and we can put some wire to hold them together at the center. Then layering up our snowflake piece, our maidenhair fern piece on both sides, and that one is nice and flexible. There's a bunch of wire in each of these fern fronds, so it works out well to use the wire in the fern to shape and form it. Right now it's flat, but we're going to fluff it up a little bit. Also, the wires of the stems are going behind so that when I wire it down, all these little stems are going to be at the back. You can see them stacked there. So that just requires a little bit of wire here. Our bow is going to go into the middle and support everything with one wire across the center. This is a medium gauge wire on this bow. Sometimes we use heavy gauge wire on thicker bows. This is a fine bow, so it has a thinner wire. And just like the last swag, before we wire this down, we're going to loop our hanger right through so that we can have this dangling down below the swag, and the wire of the bow is going to hold it in place. So flip that little wire through here, and then it will just need a couple extra small wires to support the stems at the side, because one wire in the center just allows things to still spin and twist. So I've found that one center point wire really doesn't make it secure. It's together, but it isn't always going to hold its shape. You want to lock in the other little pieces on the ends with a bit more wire. So that is going to be a bundle of wire. If you don't have any, we sell them for under $2 for a bundle, and you can grab that so you have extra floral wire. This is 18 gauge wire, which is the lighter weight, and I'm just putting a little piece of it about 4 inches from the center on one side, and I'll do the same thing on the other side, locking those stems into place here. This is a very easy design. It's simple, and you can make this little swag for a Christmas gift, and you can say you made it yourself. With your gift, I don't know why you couldn't use this after the first of the year. In our wintry climate, we do show pine through the winter months of March, January, February, March. And in our store, we keep it out.
After Valentine's Day, I take mine down roughly.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, March is also, yeah, March goes in like a lion, out like a lamb. So you have a mixed bag of weather here.
Yeah. It has definitely had a few snow days on my birthday, which is the 21st.
That's right.
Of March.
We've had blizzards and we've had cherry blossoms. It just depends. Now all we have to do is shape a bit here. So our, like I said, our little maidenhair fern is nice and wired up. So is this other painted pine. So we can actually lift it and blend it together. The fluffy one sort of stays as a background, and the other two can be shaped up and look a little bit more prominent here if we lift them and fan them out.
And you could light this one with the LED snowflake twig, and you can put it on there if you want.
I think this would be a little bit
You have to
small.
coil it pretty good.
Yes. Let me hold this up and show you what we have here. You might need to fasten a hanger in the back, or can you just hang it from a nail? And you've got this as a mirror accent also. I think you could even put it as a command hook or a snap hook on the glass of your mirror.
If you did put it in a tray, I just grabbed this one because that's what I had.
If you put it in a tray, take your snowflake and flip it up and just
There you go.
stand it in here.
So that would be the tray.
Right. That's how you would shape it in
I
a
like
tray.
the tray shape personally.
And if it hangs, your snowflake can dangle. Otherwise, he just props into the middle of the bow as an accent.
So cute. Let me take a photo like that because I really like that. Let me get this out. And okay, 1, 2, 3. She's so sick of these photos.
We're getting it.
Gotta get all of them.
We're getting it. There he is. Isn't that cute?
Okay, we have more, you guys. There's more kits.
There's a lot of options for you this weekend. We
Mhm.
had nearly 30 at my last count. We might have 29. And that's
Yeah.
a lot of choices for you. If you have the notion to DIY up something for a gift for your friends, you might enjoy that. It is a fun way to say, I made it myself, and it's not hard at all.
No, it's not.
Okay.
We can do it. All right, next up we're going to do some basket designs, and this is kind of a coordinating assortment, if you will, that we're going to do. And I got your big basket down over here too.
Looks like I might need a bolt of that ribbon so I can show how to form this loop, because it's just suggesting 2 yards of ribbon.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
I will go look and see if I can find one.
Yeah, we have time if you want to do this first.
Wait, do this first. Photo first, you
Maybe I inhaled some snow. I'm not sure what's happening.
I like your sweater, by the way.
Thank you.
Very festive.
All right. Well, we have our green sweater for the holidays.
Yep.
There we go.
You're super Christmassy today. I didn't even notice the red and the green. Very festive.
Working it. We're working Christmas Christmas clothes. Is all of this part of it? This is suggested, so this is not.
We're going to bring this all over here. We're going to
Mhm.
snap a quick photo with you and all your goodies. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And I'm going to go look for your ribbon.
So if you didn't know, our design foam is also for sale individually. This foam is $5.50 a block. It's extra fine, super dense, and definitely works to hold your stems. This is the foam I've used forever, and it doesn't seem to be available out there. I don't see this in any box store, and I've been checking for years, and I don't know why. But florists have access to it, so we buy it from our floral wholesaler. This is the smallest basket of a set of 3. Kate is going to style up the largest basket. We're going to make a companion piece like this in the medium basket, and this is the small basket. So the set of 3 is absolutely versatile, fun, and hey, if you don't need all 3, you can give one away. Design it up as a gift basket. Use it to as a gift basket. It would be so fun to do like a little kitchen theme item with a hand soap and a dish towel flopping through here. All kinds of fun things you could do. This design piece is going to include a chunk of foam so that we can make a design in foam inside this basket. The other one will be a wire drop-in, and then the third basket, we're going to just show it as a pillow throw holder. So that one is going to be an easy design, but I should be able to show you how to use each of the 3 baskets together if you buy the set. And Kate will share the set information for you.
Ribbon is?
Oh, well, there's one here I can open if you want me to.
It says we have it. I just don't know.
Should I just open this one?
I guess.
Okay.
There's no more ribbon on that table, so I don't know where all the open bolts ribbon went.
Behind her.
Oh.
Yeah. Well,
we'll just skip it. It's fine.
Okay. So this is part of our Glad Tidings collection, and the tree is based on the red and teal combo that you see in this ribbon here. So we have a couple different widths of ribbon that have this pinecone print that has little bits of teal and red tucked in with the vintage linen background.
I'm ready.
Okay.
This is the Jolly Basket Kit on sale for $69. This kit includes 2 golden pinecone stems.
Okay.
A Joy Norfolk pine bush. 3 Kismet snowed cedar pine stems. Love the mix of green and snow. A Nostalgia berry spray. A blue-gray glitter velvet draping leaf. And a block of foam.
Okay.
Optional add-on is the pinecone and eucalyptus ribbon bolts. And the set of 3 woven baskets with handles. So we're using.
You need this photo without the basket. Okay.
No. Oh, yeah. So the basket is sold as a set of 3. So we're going to show you how to style every single size of this basket. So if you buy one set, you're going to have 3 style ideas.
So the debate was whether or not we were going to glue this into the basket. You certainly could. I think for the purpose of this design, I'm just going to rest the block of foam in here and it'll balance, and I'll design out of this basket without using any glue and without gluing it in to the basket itself so that everything's removable. There's no reason why you can't semi-style it and then pull this out and use the basket going into the next season. It's perfectly good basket for all seasons, and we've enjoyed carrying it, found it once again after not having it for a while. So let's place the 3 pine stems for starters. We'll have a left and a right and a center one. This piece, I believe, will have sort of a front, but it'll be finished on all sides. So I'm inserting my pine stems. I don't even need to cut them. We're doing a left and a right one. Their stems are going into the middle of the foam here. There we go. And we also have a third piece that's going to go straight into the center for some nice height. I actually might cut that one down a little bit. Let's lose a couple of inches on that one. There we go. Now our pine cones are sort of clustering in there, which works well because it hides the foam also. There are now 3 pine cones down near the foam, creating some filler, and we have fanned the pine out so it essentially has hidden our foam. We don't need any moss in this design. It covers it pretty well. Okay, next up, let's put this mixed joy bush of Norfolk pine in. This piece is also a short designed bush. This one has not been cut off. That's its full size. It is a Real Touch product. I do love this pine, and it has just a soft, natural look to it, which creates great contrast with the snowy pine here. And I'm pulling it through and mixing it around a bit, just so it doesn't stay in one big chunk. There we go. I love this look already. It's just easy to live with, I think. Okay, let's add some color. This is the largest piece. It's a little bit of bending to get this all tucked in. This is absolutely going to be an easy way to, I'm going to turn it towards me, and then I'm going to show you what I did. So I'm going to take this designed end here. It has a loop. You could cut it off, but if you do, you've got to do something to keep it from unraveling. So I am just going to set it in here, bent like this, intentionally not poking it into the foam. And then we're going to take the end of it and sweep it down and through. So it's going from the front, and just resting it on the foam and tucking it in and letting this piece swirl and sweep. So it's kind of like a asymmetrical design. You're going to want to spend a bit of time making sure all your leaves are going the direction you like so that they aren't turning backwards. And then this one's winging out over here. This piece can wing around down towards the front, in front of the handle. It's very pretty to sweep it this way. There we go. And our red berry spray is up next. If we cut this one off, this stem won't unravel. It's like a tacky tape. Let's put that one down. One thing you could do is aim for the circle at the base of that blue-gray leaf and stab this through the circle, and it would pin it, essentially, if you're concerned. But it's all tucked into the pine, so it'll stay. That piece has a nice strong dose of color.
Looks like people are liking the basket idea. Lots of orders for the kit and the basket.
Well, the baskets have been something Kate has had a long time in her home. And then we found them again at a different vendor. I don't even think we had them at the...
I remember Sharon asked about them one year during a home tour, and I was
Yes.
like, oh, I've had these for years. And I leave them out year-round.
But then we found them again.
Yeah, and originally I bought them because my Roomba kept getting stuck on my entryway table.
Oh, really?
I needed something to block it from going under the table. But now it's just like the perfect thing underneath that little table in my entry.
So before I place the last 2 pine cones, I just want to put a little bit of ribbon in. So
And that is optional ribbon right there.
your ribbon could vary. This is probably $20 or less. I'm sure it's less. It's a one-sided ribbon. It is 2.5 inches, a little bit of glitter and linen with that blue. This is exactly what we did in the Glad Tidings look, and incorporating the blue-gray of the leaves and the blue in this ribbon just is so different on the tree. We really love it. So pulling off about 2 yards, I made a 3-loop bow with 2 tails. So pretty simple. You will be able to make it bigger if you want to, smaller if you want to. I think the secret is to just don't make it challenging on yourself. Use the technique of making a single loop and then twisting your ribbon to flip it over right side up, making an additional loop, again twisting to bring the right side up, and with your 3rd loop you'll have a nice asymmetrical, odd number. We're always about odd numbers on loops here, maybe. This is all it takes. Now, our ribbon can be wired up with a heavier gauge wire if you have it. You could use a couple of the 22 gauge wires and stack them to make them thicker. Because if your wire is thick enough, it can be its own pick. Maybe I'll put 2 pieces of loops in this basket today since I have them. I have 2 bows. We might as well pop them in there. I'll show you what 2 looks like. So I measured it off previously, and it was 2 yards to make these little puffs here. Let's put 1 on each side just because we can. If you bought the bolter ribbon just for this purpose, you're going to have used 4 yards out of 10. So you'd still have 6 yards left. Make some coordinating ribbon run through your mantle garland or add it somewhere on your stair railing so that it's coordinating in your room. But the ribbon fills up so much, you kind of want to place that before you get your pine cones going so that your pine cones are going to go where your bow does not need to be. Exactly. Okay, this is going to be tucked in on the other side. And we're pulling the tail behind the handle. Let me flip it and show you. Such a fun little whimsical piece.
And then we're also going to style the medium and large. So we have a kit for the medium, and we're going to style up the large. So the baskets are sold as a set of 3 because obviously they are better shipping together. And so we thought, well, let's just style all the different baskets because they are such a fun accent and different.
That was the verdict.
And that was the request. Everybody was looking for hearth designs.
Let's put the pine cones on the ends. They are picked. I cut the picks off a little bit. They were longer. They're wood picks, so just get your side cutters or break them over your knee. That's the other technique is just, karate chop them off. That works too. They're
Whatever works.
Wooden floral picks. Okay. So we got the pine cones tucked in there at the ends. We've got the ribbon loops, and I did use then 2 yards in 2 places, 4 yards out of a 10-yard bolt. If that's something you grab, I'm sure you can find coordinating areas to add a little bit of ribbon to the rest of your room. And that is the one we chose. There's many choices on the online store, though, of just different kinds of red, rustic red, bright and showy reds. This berry tends to go between red and burgundy, so it's really versatile.
Fun. If you want to leave that by you and do the medium, and then you can hold them all together when you get them all done.
Okay.
Would be fun.
Let's do that one.
So we're going to do the medium basket now. And the kits are sold as drop-ins because the basket is a set. But very easy. I see you guys are already figuring it out. I see
you're figuring it out.
Baskets ordered and kits ordered, and that is working great.
Okay.
So thank you for your orders this morning. Thank you, Sheila and Charlotte. Fern, thank you for your order. Nancy, Joyce, Colleen, Diane, good morning. Thank you for your order. Joan, thank you. Gloria, Adam, Barbara, Mary, thank you for your order.
Hey, everyone.
Tracy, Julia, Sandy, Winfred, Gwendolyn, Diane.
Everybody's having some fun this morning.
In the mix. Vicky, Marsha, Karen, Randy, Diane, Jeffrey, Teresa, Marilyn. We're going to have our work cut out for us on Monday. Love, love, love it.
Okay.
So we're going to do the medium size kit now. And the bells in the basket are optional adds-on, so we'll just set that over here while we take a photo of the components of the kit. And this one is really inexpensive because you're just getting like pine drop-in basically. And at my house, I just keep my pine tied together and I just switch out my basket seasonally and I
Works
leave the basket in the
perfectly.
same place. All right, 1, 2, 3. Looking here. There we go. Okay, and then you're going to want this. So these two items, let me give you the title. So this is the Pinecone Beauty Drop-In Kit. It's built in this medium of the set of 3 baskets and a suggested add-on of this jute bell hanger. So highly recommend the jute bells. I love the different shapes of the bells, and that is an optional add-on linked in the kit's description. So you'll click on the link that I have there to this design kit, and you'll see the basket set and the jute bells jingling all the way.
You can just loop them onto the basket with the flip your bell through. One bell falls on the inside and
There
it
you go.
stays.
Yes. Oh yeah, Becky said these would be good kits for Longenberger baskets. Absolutely.
Ah, you're right. Smart thinking. We all know
Okay.
about Longenberger baskets.
Let's jump into the components here of this beauty. So the Pinecone Beauty drop-in kit is on sale for $72. It includes 2 of the Kismet Snowed Cedar pine stems, a Winter Wish pine cone spray. That's a restock from last year,
one?
bestseller. A Tidings mixed pine bundle, and 2 tall Himalayan pine sprays.
There we go. So what I decided about this piece is, again, we don't want to glue into the basket. Whoops, jingle, jingle. I am going to rest this entire bundle in the basket as a pine drop-in. So if you have a basket, this could work for you in a Longenberger basket that you already have. One thing about this base piece here that's really interesting, it's a bundle of multiple stems gathered with jute cord here. I'm going to leave the jute cord on. And I'm going to say this is all made of plastic injection mold. Even this long needled accent piece in the middle. Isn't that different? So there's some good textures here, but you can see there's some play to it. There's a little bit of room in here. And basically, to give you an easy way to do this, we're just going to slip these nice little slippery stems of the Himalayan pine into the bundle and use the jute there to hold those as well. And this forms the base structure. I'm going to fan one to the right, one to the left, and just sweep them out of our bundle. And you can see this is going to fill very full the basket right from the get-go. Have not cut the stems. These are full-length stems on all components. And it makes this big, wide, sweeping pine structure. How easy is that? Then we're going to put in our lace pine here. Is that what it was called? I already forgot. And Kismet pine. You know, this one has a puffier, thicker stem. It's not slick and small. So this one does not go in. I'm just going to hold it next to the bundle and wiggle it down in there. It is easiest to stick the Himalayan in behind the jute, but the rest of it doesn't want to go. So you just place it near it, and we're going to add a wire. There's number 1. Here's number 2. Okay, so we've got our white blended in. Look how pretty that is when you kind of wiggle it around and help it blend. These nice long pieces on the end sweep out. High contrast, looks really showy. And then we've got this interesting pine stem, or this pine cone stem here. It's very wired, and these cones are faux. These are plastic cones. They have a coppery bronze chocolate tone to them. Of course, they're frosted with a tiny bit of glitter. And when you nestle them down in there, one piece is going to sweep a little wider than the other. Also, the stem is coming down into the base, and I'm not going to cut it off because I figured out earlier that by leaving it as a bend, it actually gives us support to the piece. So we are letting this little bent piece here lay in the bottom of our basket, and that foot is actually stabilizing things for us. So now I'm going to grab a heavy gauge wire. This is also possible. You could take a couple of your 22 gauges if you bought the bundle from me. of wire, and then you'll tape them together to add extra stiffness to the wire. If you double it up, it'll make it a heavy weight. This is an 18 gauge. I guess we haven't ever set up an 18 gauge to sell online. Might be something for next time. So I'm going to add a little wire around the base here, tighten it up with my pliers, and that is all there is to it. We're going to shape this in the basket. Let me show you how it nestles in there and sits nicely. Okay, we've got two wired bands here and here. I wired it in 2 points. My stem bundle and my little foot, my bells that I flipped around the handle. And this is the moment of truth. Let's flip this through here. All of it just rests on the basket and suspends. And you can also pull a little piece. Where'd our handle go? Let's pull the handle up here. Pull the pine through the handle. It's as easy as that. Now look at all the extra things you could do to customize this for your house. You could add loops of ribbon to this basket also. You could add ornaments tucked down in here. You could do ornament picks if you wanted to. Anybody else have ideas? Oh, I saw a suggestion to hang skates on the basket handle, little mini skate ornaments or another type of ornament. What is that pine one branch called?
I just dropped the link.
Okay, she's got all your questions answered.
We used 3 different pines, Renee, so everything listed is listed in the product description and linked. So
it is all there. So that is simple, it's nice and balanced, and it's resting perfectly in the medium basket. Of the set of 3, this is the medium.
So then if you have the medium and small in your room, and then you also have the large, of course, you can do a design in the large, but if you want to see the beautiful large one together, if you want to pull that large one up, Mom.
Yes.
On your table.
Make sure you can see. It's a little bit tight to be able to view it all. So let me slide that off to the side. This one over to this side. And the set of 3 baskets is sold as a set. Kate has linked them earlier.
I linked them again.
And she's linking them again. And here's the large. So at Kate's house, she uses this big basket. It is so big it's holding 2 pillows and a little throw, a thinner throw.
So the pillow in the back is the cotton knit red and cream striped pillow on sale today for $67. And that is
so
a
cute.
heavy knit polyfill with a removable cover.
Let's get this up here and show you. And it is super cute with the texture. I love that texture. Okay.
And then we have a snowflake pillow. What's the price? Oh, I found it. Regularly $34, now $29. The Snow Day snowflake pillow. I just like the shape layered in it.
He's like a Sherpa pillow, a Sherpa snowflake.
I think it's fun to do the 2 different shapes in there. And then we'll see if I can find the throw blanket fast.
It is not labeled with a title, but I love this really soft sweater knit. This one is 100% cotton, and the care instructions say you can machine wash cold, gentle cycle, tumble dry low. I think that it's such a beautifully draping throw. This would be a great winter gift
the
also.
Ivory Stunner throw blanket for $65.
And the size is 50 by 60 in size.
Very nice knit.
I do have one idea here. We can use our twig branch and weave it through this. So lights, let's do that. So then we're just restacking.
There's the 3 baskets. I dropped a link again to the baskets as well. You got it?
Cute display at your house.
There. Okay.
One added feature that I'm going to show you, one of my very, very favorite things at my home. I have 3 of these actually. This is the LED twig branch garland.
Micro LED.
Look at this little guy. So pretty. Now this piece is a plug-in piece, and it does have about 10 feet of thin cord. So if you can get it close to your outlet, you've got plenty of cord to make it there.
9-foot cord, 6 foot of lights.
It comes out of the package spiraled. It is wired. These are indestructible little LEDs. These garlands we've been selling for several years. My set is probably the oldest. My set of 3 I've had for at least 7 or 8 years, and they still work, of course. These little pieces have wingy stems that you can pull out and shape. but I love it spiraling. It wants to spiral out of the package. I always work with the spiral and wind it through things, and that adds a little twiggy look to your designs. So look how easy that works.
Beautiful.
All right.
Fun. All right.
Something
Well, I
soft and
hope you're
simple.
inspired. I did drop a link to our YouTube page, so if you want, you can watch on YouTube if you like to do the 2x speed. And so there's a link to the YouTube as well. The baskets have been popular. I see lots of orders coming in for the basket
Okay.
kits, so
Well,
excited to see what you do with them.
we will keep the designs coming. I love that you guys are enjoying the basket idea. Okay, let's set
Finishing
this
strong. Hey,
aside.
thank you for your order, Johanna, Fern, Amy. Thank you for your order. Fun. That's all the kits, Mom.
Do you want me to show the toppers
Oh,
today?
yeah. I was like, what are
So
you clearing the table for?
in addition to our kits on sale, all of the pine and greens are on sale. I had a fun combo with my husband's cousin last night on Facebook Messenger. She has these beautiful planters in front of her door that held gorgeous, gigantic mums. And Julie said, what can I put in my planter to replace my mum? It's time. So I told her about our 2 pine toppers, which she grabbed. So there's more for you. We have
Yes.
2 styles. Are we showing
So,
both today?
the other one was taken from the room.
It's actually around the corner in the office on the
So
bottom.
we have the Atlas Real Touch Cedar Porch Pot Cover. It was $160. It's now only $135. I don't know if there's a few at the store, but there's only 4 left online, so we might need to get some from the store. And then we have the Pine Porch Pot Cover for $110.
So with these covers, we're showing them resting in a large pot that we don't sell with it. It is just here to show you the size and scale. This is a 15-inch diameter pot. It's about 15 inches, 16 inches tall. That is definitely proportioned. So you can easily use a 15-inch pot or larger. 20, no problem. 22 probably also works. The stake needs, if you use the stake in its entirety, you need a little depth to your pot. This is the stake that comes with it. We have a PVC pot cover, and we have this Real Touch pot cover here. And these pieces are so convenient. Everything you need to fill it is going to be in one fell swoop. The cedar topper, Mary got one yesterday. So this is a structure constructed a lot like a Christmas tree. Notice how they built the back. Instead of being hinged, these are heavy gauge wire, nylon cord wrapping all the pine tips together. It's an excellent value.
UV.
They are not UV.
But I don't think there'd be any problems with them.
There is no UV pine that
No.
we've seen to purchase, actually.
I think pine is just naturally more resistant.
It is more resistant, and maybe they find it unnecessary, but good point. No one's ever offered us that, so I'm not sure. Maybe people advertise them as UV, but the factories are not putting UV coatings, so that could just be someone's opinion. Anyway, we love this look.
Got pine ones, and someone ordered the cedar, and a lot of people ordered the cedar yesterday, so we'll have to restock those from the store. The cedar is new this year. We had the pine last year, but this is a new addition, the Real Touch look, which is going to be is always very popular.
So that is an excellent item, part of our extra 15% off. All of the pine. It applies to all of it.
Yes, I'm going to drop a link to all winter. So winter used to be regular price, and now this yesterday just started 15% off all winter.
Yes. So if you missed any of yesterday's live design, we created this drop-in behind me, for instance. You're going to find lots of things in this red silver color palette. I know Kate's going to talk more about this decor on the fireplace on Monday or Tuesday. We'll be doing live design here from this studio, and you'll be able to see more of the decor behind us in the red silver. Yeah. This kit lineup yesterday, you can watch 4 hours of video from Friday, and then this hour and a half today. I'm so glad if some of you joined us for all of it. Well, thank you for being a super fan, because that's a lot of live video.
It is. Hey, thank you for your orders, Kim, Nancy, Cindy. On YouTube, if you want to watch there, I think you can speed up the video. So if you are trying to play catch up, watching the replays, they are there, and you can just go and watch all the replays there.
Fabulous. Well, I'm so excited that you joined us today. We'll be back on Monday at noon Central Standard Time. Monday the sale will still be continuing. Maybe we'll spend a little more time talking about our vases and containers. We did touch on some of those yesterday, and all of the winter pine candle rings, the winter pine wreaths of all types, garlands of all types, swags, all of our amazing Real Touch cedar. That might be something we should focus on Monday is all the Real Touch cedar piece choices because there's so many background pieces that you could definitely benefit from and lots of coordinates. So there we go. I see a few interesting comments flying by. We'll pay attention to those. Safe travels, Kathy and Mike, back to Hawaii. Thanks for joining us from the plane or the terminal at Las Vegas, wherever you are.
Yep. And the sale continues. Winter pine continues, but containers
Yes.
end, so make sure you grab those.
Yes, grab your vases and containers. That ends with Monday's sale, and the 15% off pine continues. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. We will check in with you on Monday. Bye-bye.